Welcome, welcome. Just gonna let everyone slowly make their way in here. I know it's Thanksgiving in America, so happy Thanksgiving. If you guys make it here, great. If not, catch the replay. As you guys come in, center yourselves, take a deep breath into your heart center. Let me know where you're from in the comments. Let me know. I see you, I see you on here. Welcome, Sasquatch Confessions. Kirsty, oh my goodness, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So nice to see you. So lovely to have you here tonight. You are definitely in my thoughts and my blessings every night, every day. How's the weather over there in Scotland? It's about minus 20 here. I don't know, that's 20 degrees Celsius, so I'm not sure what you guys do over there. But yes, happy Thanksgiving. All right. I've got a minute to let everyone fall in, and then we'll go into meditation. We'll take some deep breaths and really connect to our heart center and come into coherence as a collective, as a group, and take the frequency up a little higher and see what we channel in for tonight as a group. Very cold, very cold. Yes. Can you guys hear me all right? Let me know, thumbs up. Have some nice warm tea. Loud and clear. Okay, good. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock. Let's start. So, Nature Infused Ash here. Ash K, Foraging with Bigfoot. Welcome, welcome to this beautiful Thursday evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are enjoying, don't forget to like, share if you care, all those wonderful things that help this community grow and reach more people as we help awaken humanity alongside Bigfoot. So if you guys want to just take a couple minutes and put our hands on our heart, really take a deep breath into the belly and maybe give it a sigh out so you can let the pressures of the day fall away. Maybe give some gratitude and blessings for where we're at in our lives. What are you grateful for today, every day? Call upon the essence of Jane, the energy of Jane, the Sasquatch, asking her if she has any amazing guidance to share with any of us as a collective, as individuals. Beautiful. Thank you. Welcome. That was really nice tune in. it's challenging for me to step out, even though I all of a sudden started feeling like I was teaching yoga again. So very nice. So again, welcome. See 10 of you here. Let me know where you guys are from, where you tuning in from. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and let's begin. I don't know. What would you guys like to, I know I've done a couple, it's honestly, it's been a lot of work to show up here and really debate whether I want to continue awakening humanity alongside Bigfoot, as I've learned a lot with going inwards and, you know, seeing what's showing up in reality in my own world as a collective, as humanity, which is all really feeling like good traction forward as positivity shines into the planet, right? So embrace the journey. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys in Washington State. And hello, Vernon52. It's really nice to see you here. Hello from NAZ. Hello, Joy H. Zach, what are your recent thoughts into Anak? Well, I don't know. That's for next week. So next week is the fallen angels and Anunnaki and all of that. And again, it's more just falling in. Like, I've had a lot of talks with different people around Sasquatch and fallen angels, Anunnaki, and powerful channelings, but never anything I can really truly remember and integrate to share. But I don't know, I don't even know how to touch on that subject, actually, Zach. I don't know. I guess because I don't really like labeling things, and everything to me is energy. And as I've tried, well, you know, boots on the ground with you and trying to find out what's dark and what's light. And all I know in this now moment, as I've been going through the dark, and, you know, July, when Zach and I saw that, I was going to say angel. Okay. When we saw that Sasquatch, or when I saw the Sasquatch, Tucker saw the Sasquatch. Zach, did you see the Sasquatch? When we were playing sound bowls, and they said, wow, you are coming into coherence. So we were literally there to purify the land, bring the light to the land and purify it with our light, and to help purify the land that's there and help purify, you know, Sabe as well. And, you know, everyone's like, there's light and there's dark, just like humans. There's light and dark, just like us, light and dark. We have yin and yang, we have feminine, masculine, right? So I understand everything is reflection. When we're looking outside is a reflection, you know, we can project in things. But anyways, it was very interesting. And to be in this now moment, to look back at what Zach and I experienced, I can speak for myself. And there was so much light, and we were in such a high coherence and resonance with the land and Sasquatch. And when we were going through that, we were walking up the road to see where the Sasquatch was standing, and all of a sudden, they throw the tent to block the road because they didn't want the darkness to come into what we were doing with the land. And, you know, it really was hard for me to really comprehend and how I could be led. But was I really led? No. Sasquatch back in 2021 called me out because they wanted me to come. I had an open heart, and they wanted me, see, I could start crying. They wanted me to shine my light. They wanted me to bring the light and the purification to the land and really help connect that land. Hope I can remember this. I'm going to put a bookmark in. Zach and I have talked about kind of maybe that being like a portal, or stuck into some kind of time warp, come on, Zach, help me out here. Kind of like stuck in time, right? And it's like Sasquatch is wanting our light, my light, to come and help anchor that light in and purify and open up. So it's like their souls could be free. And Zach and I touched on this when we were out boots on the ground. The things that we've talked about and have discovered and come to this now moment, I go, oh my goodness. Okay, so that's why they have called upon me to help awaken humanity alongside Bigfoot, because I've done so much inner work. It's like, I mean, I could say I have maybe, I always want to be the best version of myself so I can show up for humanity in grace and love and kindness and shining that light and helping people, you know, just change and transform just by being in the energy in our presence, right? Joe Mama, Washington State, many giant hairy people families. Yeah. Anyways. Sasquatch Confessions. I've always seen this connection there, always thought of Sasquatch as an angelic beings. Right, exactly. The liminal space. Right. So the liminal space, but it's like they kind of got trapped in it. And as we come and purify the land because of all the logging, and then maybe there's people that are using other types of not so good energies and in the wrong intention of what is being asked of us as humanity, as humans, or being humans. Sasquatch is really asking us to purify ourselves. Like, go in, do the inner work, become the best version, your authentic self, purify this vessel on all levels so we can go and purify the land and help transform the land, because we are vessels of light. We can purify. If we're purifying ourselves, we can help purify the land. It's just symbiotic, right? Sasquatch knows this. And, you know, just like Sasquatch, someone did ask, I thought I wrote it down on TikTok. If they could be physical and spiritual at the same time, and it's like, absolutely yes. I want to touch this. The Vernon 52, on the dark side of Shakti, yeah, Mother Earth, Vortex. I met a young Sasquatch last weekend and started a relationship. I hope to share how it progresses, and I'm asking Jane for any help she can give. Yes. It's amazing. I'm looking forward to hearing your shares when you're ready to share. Sasquatch Confessions. What are some steps to purifying the land? We got to purify ourselves, right? It's doing that inner work. It's going in. That's why I keep sharing that one lady with you when she's on live. Like, I've been working with her since 2019, going off on a different topic. But anyway, she helps really, like, energy is real, and we need to cleanse it. If you know how to, like, connect to the Akashic records, like, we can all do this ourselves, but sometimes we need that guidance. We need to be taught how, just like Sasquatch is teaching us how to activate our abilities and connect to the land and all of that, right? So purifying the land, it's bringing in coherence within ourselves, using the elements, right? So the fire, the saging. Like, we'll sage the land, we'll sage ourselves. The fire is another element of cleansing and stuff, right? It's really asking, again, set the intention, ask the question. Julie, welcome. Happy birthday. I remember you saying it's your birthday, so I don't know if today was your birthday, but anyways, happy birthday today or happy belated birthday. Welcome. But anyways, I know, 13 people, lucky 13. But yeah, totally forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, bring the light and purify the land. So you're welcome. It's today. Happy birthday. Yeah, my son's birthday's on Sunday. Mine is on the 16th. So lots of birthdays. But yeah, as I've been trying to discern the information with being in certain situations with certain individuals and stuff, it's really, I always thought, why is this happening to me? And people are like, why are you putting yourself in this situation? Because I had to grow. I had to grow. And you know what? I'm so thankful for the growth, because I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have within myself if I didn't have certain relationships in my life. And I had to learn really how to discern people, right? People are skilled at presenting a facade. They often seem charming, confident, and, engaging. And that can first draw you in. Over time, you can start to notice patterns, manipulation. Then you go in and you do that inner work, and you do so much inner work to try to change your reflection, going, where in this is this showing up? And I've done so much going, wow. Like you start to see the manipulation, the selflessness, the control, and the lack of empathy. And it's like, whoa. And there has to come a part in my life, because I'm such like, I can see the best in everyone, even if they can't see it with themselves. And, sometimes, and this is why I've had it, like I've had to learn how to discern that, find my boundaries and really go, okay, this is it. And really know when I start to question something over and over and over again, like Sasquatch has taught me since last year, that there is something that is a lie, that is not truth about the situation. Walk away. So discern that and walk away. So it's really nice to be able to start to allow Sasquatch back into my life and soften into my heart so they can come back, because I was like, how can they be this way? But Sasquatch Confessions shared a video last night, and it really helped me go, whoa. And I heard Jane, I heard Sahabe say, we came to you because your heart was so open. You were such a light that we needed for the land and for us. And I was just like, whoa. And I remember being in a meditation a few months ago with a group of people that get together. I can't remember. Kirsty, you know who I'm talking about. You've been a part of them. And we went in and we channeled through, and Sasquatch was showing the gratitude. And I couldn't stop crying because of how much gratitude they were showing me with what I've done and all the lessons and what I've had to do to go through this process with Sasquatch, with myself, with relationships, and really stepping out of my comfort zone. And yeah, it's been powerful, becoming clear every day. Yeah. So the growth that comes from this self-discovery is profound and amazing. Thank you for continuing your journey. You're welcome. Becoming clearer every day. Yeah. The Vernon 52, inner work and developing self-love is so important, right? We can have self-love. I was, I did 7 years of healing on my own, and then they had to bring a relationship so I could really anchor in and know what self-love was in a way that I wasn't going to receive if I wasn't in any other type of relationship, right? Because you can get so far when you're by yourself doing the work, but if you can have that reflection by being in relationship, it's profound. And that really took me. I loved that I was like I was growing different ways, and a lot of torture I put myself through, whatever. I just wanted to be the best version. So anyways, lessons learned, and I will continue to show up as that unconditional love, the kindness, and just keep shining the light, right, guys? Willie, do it, and Betty, don't. Oh, funny. Do you think the Sabe think of us as advanced to them or a step under? Well, see, to me, they know our abilities. So they don't see us as a hierarchy. There's no, up here. We're kind of pretty much here, right? So we're on the same frequency. And they want us, even by engaging with us, to really open up our sorry, that question. Totally, no, I'm not. Totally distracted me. Anyways, step under. So they know our abilities. They understand that we've had ours taken and manipulated and kind of put into dormancy, which they're willing to help us achieve if we listen, do the inner work, purifying ourselves and our vessels and stuff like that. Yeah, they like, because they notice, they notice, they learn from us as well, because we are advanced in our own way compared to them, and they've seen, you know, they've seen humans go into technology and all of that. So I think they don't see anything as, they learn from us, we learn from them, and it's that, I guess, symbiotic relationship again. So we are blessed to have contact with the Sasquatch of light in our lives. Yes. Hello, Mike BG Squad. Welcome, welcome. But, so I mean, technically, if we want to use the words, we can look at them as more advanced, because they can manipulate the energy and cloak themselves, you know, probably use teleportation and stuff like that, right? And we, as some humans, have achieved this, but most of us have not. So I would look at this, yeah, they're more advanced, but when we're out there, they look at us and they go, oh, this is so fun, we're learning from them. And you can feel that back and forth with the Sasquatch and ourselves when we're out there. Awesome. Anyone else have any questions? But yeah. Exactly. They are consciously advanced beings, but they know our potential. Yeah. And we have to just trust, know, believe that we have that potential inside of us, and really listen to ourselves and our guidance and our intuition. And that's why if we purify ourselves and go in and do the work, it becomes a lot easier to discern your own truth and fiction, right? But embrace the journey. Are they from a different planet visiting our plane, or is their home plane the same as ours? So I've heard once they kind of reach that age, they do go to a different planet, which was when this lady, you guys know her, Arla, she was talking about it. I was blown away, but it was, I couldn't, when I get truth bumps, Sasquatch show me truth bumps, they were lit. Like, I was like, yep, holy cow. So the elder ones that do go, you know, they pass on, they go to a different planet. So, and I can't remember what planet they called it. I'd have to go and ask again. But again, I think they've been here. They were one of the first on Mother Earth, this space, I guess, right? And I don't know, like, it's still trying to figure that all out as we go in a journey. Like, they're on this, well, see, and they can manipulate energy. So they could be in a different, I don't want to say reality. They know how to use the energy, but let's say, yeah, they come here for so long, and then once they pass their physical body, they go to this other planet, or they can cloak and go use energy. I don't know. Any clear video? I don't know. Yeah, I've had them with my own eyes, not really trying to get clear videos. Bigfoot Society, rock on, Ash. Welcome, nice to see you here. But yeah, I've seen them clear in my own eyeballs and stuff like that. Again, I've been given some guidance for the next season on how to actually film Sasquatch while using the camera and stuff, and being able to find them in our own physical eyes, so then we can take our camera and actually take a picture. So I'll have to go through that information and try it out. I don't know, they mentioned, which was it? I want to call it Sylvan Lake, but it's not Sylvan Lake. Yeah, I know this guy reached out and said, this is what you can do to help see them with our physical, like with our own eyes, and then be able to take photos. But again, do we really need a picture? I don't. I know, and you like to sit there and say other things too, Linda. So I don't know. If you want to go see one, go out into the wilderness and see. Zach, the last thing you think about when you see one is your camera, right? That's exactly it. Yep, I'm going to get my camera for that. It's hard to have the camera ready at all times going through the bush. Yeah. And you can go back to certain videos. I don't know if I've posted it here, but on TikTok, you can go through and see the cloaked Sasquatch. You can see it standing there. People have outlined the Sasquatch. So yeah, it is there. And if you can actually gain the perspective to see what is there and not allow the ego to get in the way, you'll see the Sasquatch. Bigfoot Society. I heard vocalizations in Oregon, and that was enough for me. I'm ready to see one day though, right? Oh, the vocalizations are so amazing. Oh yeah, the one vocalization I heard, it pierced my heart, and it was unbelievable. But the whoops that sounded like the Sierra sounds when they were going around camp, profound. I mean, that's one thing. Like when you hear vocalization, I don't know, it's different than seeing a Sasquatch. Like I would really love to hear vocalizations again. Like I think it's profound. Like I hear the knocks and stuff like that, but when you get a really good vocalization, it's out of this world, right? Because stuff like that in the wilderness they just don't sound like that. Any of you know, film them. I am too scared. Well, I mean, there's I don't know, a lot of people. It's getting so hard to tell these days with AI. I can see there's some good ones on TikTok. I don't remember his name, but he also has good Sasquatch that are kind of cloaked. Like they're there. You guys can see them. They do have the ability to cloak. There's technology. Where do you think we learned the technology from? So they're there. You can see them, but they're not just a solid being, so it's always blurry. See, that's the technology. I was told to use an older camera. It's because of our cameras that are making them blurry. So if we can go back and buy, use cameras that aren't operated with Wi-Fi and stuff like that, we might be able to produce a better result, which I'll make sure I do next year. But again, if I'm experiencing, doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and take a picture. It has to be them like, oh, don't take a picture. Oh yeah. Or if we're set up, like when we were doing the sound bowls and the Sasquatch was standing right there, it's like, oh, well, the camera was turned the other way. I did ask for a live interaction to see a Sasquatch. It just wasn't on the right side of the camera. But they'll give it to me once we align to the right space, the right place in our hearts. All of that, right? Willie do it, Betty don't. If you had a genuine physical meeting with Sabe, what would your best question for them be? Why me? Oh, I've already heard that question though. How can I help even more? And that can be an open-ended question, because do they, it's more challenging. They want me to help, bridge the gap between awakening humanity and helping bring that light. So I would be like, what more can I do to help, awaken humanity? It's that give and take. Yeah. And could you teach me how to levitate? Oh, but I have an idea of how to do that. You just got to concentrate. You have to have so much self-discipline. Zach, me and my brother-in-law just had whoop whoop, yep. The Vernon 52, Sasquatch seem to see and feel your vibration frequency, and it feels like it matters very much to them. Absolutely. Doesn't it, Vernon? Yes, 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 yes. That's why Ash is having amazing experiential contact. I just started to get there. Absolutely. Right, exactly. See, happy to hear that you're just so, again, It's why we use the sound bowls. And the funny thing is, I found out that other than the people I know that engage in here and come into my lives and show up, and I know there's people in the back that don't say anything or just spy and use what I'm bringing forth, and I go, wow, it's an honor that you would choose to go and get sound bowls to see if you can have that experience like we did. So, it's an honor to be able to empower and give people suggestions that they actually go out and try this out. Like camping with Sasquatch. I think it was such an honor, and I was like so much appreciation that he was out in the middle of nowhere with Sasquatch with a sound bowl and watching live. It's like, can I ask for anything more? Nope. Right? It's just a collective of growth, you guys, and connecting and creating those higher frequencies. Everything is energy. We will attract anything if we become the frequency of what we want. So when people, like you got, I know we got truthers, and we have this, it doesn't matter, like if it's not coming from love, it's drop it, go the other way, with all these things that are going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yes, Eric, Sasquatch Confessions, that's who I'm talking about. It's just, it's not, we have the ability to create. We have the ability to become and transform our frequency. Turn it up. Instead of saying, I'm feeling this, it's like, okay, I'm feeling a frequency of this. I'm going to turn up the frequency to here. Yeah, AI is getting bad. I completely agree. And that's in itself going to be more of a challenge for all of us to have to deal with, because, you got your naysayers, but you're always going to have that in the most part. But we have to outgrow that. We have to teach people how to connect with themselves so they can go out and connect with Sasquatch. And I understand if people have fear, you can work through that fear and use tools to work through the fear and increase that inner strength, and it goes up. Like it really will if we work through that. Ask if they know where missing people are. See, and that's where people could be falling into different portals, going through liminal space and getting caught. That can happen. That's a thing. Nature is a quantum realm. We're going out into the quantum. Like we literally do live in a matrix. And if you guys start to, go out, come back, like when someone said, oh, it's a fiction world, because I said, oh, I'm coming back to the real world. They're like, that's not the real world. It's the fiction world. Where we live in the cities, that's fiction. We go out to nature, that's the real world. It is quantum. There are portals, there is liminal spaces, there's all kinds of things. And, people could be coming so in tuned when they're out hiking by themselves, especially with the land, they start to not even realize that the land is all of a sudden, like you'll start to sink when you're going through certain liminal spaces, and you have to stay physical. And when you're out with other people, it's easy to stay physical. You're talking, you're snapping. Like Zach and I, we snapped a branch to make sure we come out every time, wherever we broke the branch, because it's something physical we created, and we come out. So sometimes if, let's say, they do disappear, and, a lot of people say, oh, it's that. A lot of people that I interact with, they say that Sasquatch has actually helped them come out of the forest and actually escape that. So they do help missing people when they're out there. But if, they're going into different time-space continuums, it might be harder for them, because the people themselves have to come back. And when you go into these spaces, you actually will feel fear. And if you feel that fear, because I did, and it was a fear that I was like, never want to experience again. It was profound. I'm like, this is what people feel like when they're lost in the middle of nowhere and no way home. And I was just, the dread, the fear was just unbelievable. So if you have that, and I just wanted to run, and thank goodness I was with someone that knew what was happening. so they could kind of walk me through it. But when I fell back into physical reality, onto the land, I fell and all my pieces had to come back. And then I felt like all the emotions and the density of being human come back, and it was crazy. So that could be the missing people. If they have fallen through different space, they would have to find, if they haven't hurt themselves, a way to make themselves physical and climb back out of it, if that makes sense. I'd ask Sasquatch what wisdom they could share with me to help humanity ascend consciously. And what happened? What did they say, Sasquatch? Confessions? And Zach, how different was the elemental sound bowls compared to just using them normally? Well, I don't know. It was profound, the fire I had going on inside of my sound bowl. And I am a fire sign, and I do have that solar plexus. So yeah, very interesting. I don't know. I think it was a different energy in general. So I'd have to try it again in a different frequency. Linda, ask if they have half human kids among us. Oh yeah, you can see that so I wouldn't even say there's kids, but there's also adults and younger people than, like, okay, I'm going on 41, so there's younger people than I. There's one guy I used to work with, I swear he was half Sasquatch, and you could tell by the eyes, and just there's certain things that you can tell with someone's appearance that they could possibly be Sasquatch. And then they say things to myself that I'd be like, yeah, the only one that would know this is Sasquatch, because they're connected to that energy. I agree. No love. Bye. Okay, I must have said something. That messed with my head when we popped into the quantum out there. Didn't it? Exactly. It does, especially when you haven't experienced it. But then when I was showing you that all over again, then you're like, okay, now I understand. I've witnessed portals with my own eyes, 100%. I am good at staying physical. Great idea with the branch breaking. Wow. That just moving something or changing something in the reality will create an energetic tie to that area. Learn that quick out there. Yes. Even physical pathways, right? Because every time this happens, they will drop me on a physical path. So when I went into the liminal space with Zach, I saw the path and I'm like, whoa, what a physical path. Where did that come from and why is it here? Well, now I know why. Now I know why, because we had to go through that experience. So now it was another lesson. So when Leslie and I went through liminal space and they dropped me on the physical pathway to bring me back into this reality, it was physical. It's something I've walked on a million times, right? So there are things. Again, it's that energetic imprint, exactly. Willie, do it, and Betty, don't. You think they are storing food somewhere for the really lean times? They know how to forage. I would presume that they're even using the medicinal mushrooms. They probably know how to store them, and stuff like that. And I really think they just forage. Not really sure about the meat. Maybe if they do, they would do fish, but I have a hard time with that. Unless I see them like literally take an animal. Doing boots on the ground for the past 3 years, you guys, to me, they're really like stewards of the wildlife. And I mean, possibly just like when they hunt, they could possibly go here and there with, I don't know, with the food one, it's hard to say, other than I know like the mushrooms, the berries, there's so much to do. They could be using smaller game, not like the elk and stuff, but yeah. Sorry, I can't tell you. it's just, I don't know, 3 years of boots on the ground. I have not had evidence of them. Well, why do they always take the apples? Always take the apples. They take the fruit. They get upset when you hunt the grouse. And, you know, why do hunters have interactions with them? Because they're touching the wildlife. So to me, they're doing other things to get by with the food. I mean, there's so much, you guys. We've just been so, I don't know, what's the word? Manipulated into thinking we need all of this food, which we really don't. Zach and I, like, we were going up and down mountains and we were like only on oranges and meat sticks, right? So, and water. Rekindle your bond with the earth. Learn to live in harmony with the rhythms. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say nature infused ash, because it's always infusing. What can you do to infuse nature? And I mean, I'm literally talking about what can we do to raise our frequency with the food. So there's like, when I make a smoothie, I'll use a chaga base or a reishi base. I'll use bone broth. You know, it's what can I do to get as much nature into this vessel to connect to nature, right? So, yeah. And Zach, I know we haven't talked, and I've wanted to talk for so long now because I have so much amazing information to share. Everything that we were doing, when I said do the opposite of what everyone else is doing when out there, I've actually discovered that we were on the right path, which is why Sasquatch kept saying, go over these mountains. I know why they were telling us to go over those mountains, and it's profound. It's profound. Sometimes, you guys, it's really hard to really trust, no believe that we're receiving these messages, or that this guidance is actually coming from Sasquatch and isn't just a passion within us that we want to go over that mountain. No, there's profound stuff up and over those mountains. And it blew me away. And I was like, Sasquatch was telling us. And that's why we got the quartz on the top of the mountain, because we were going down the right pathway. We were on track. And then the dark came and scared Zach over to the other campsite. Just kidding. Embrace the journey. As disclosure comes closer via our own government about off-world beings, some mysteries may be answered, but greater questions will be raised. Exactly. My question to that is, why do they keep avoiding Sasquatch? Why are they talking about all beings other than Sasquatch? It's because they know that they're the first people, they're the wild ones, they're the ones of the land. They can help us, align to our abilities and all of that. Yep. So it will raise more questions, but more questions just to be more discovered when we're boots on the ground, for sure. Yeah, because, yep, Zach, I don't believe they need to store food. I don't think they have a, well, yeah. Yep. To be honest, I don't think, Flex. Yep. Oh, I did not think of that. Okay, the Vernon 52. The feels like Jane's energy was connected to this short message. The core of Thanksgiving is gratitude. And if held... Really? Did you really just say that? It was to heal the earth and all. Okay. I swear you're just connected to... The only one that would know this is Jane. So yeah, that's definitely confirmation right there. Thanks, Vernon 52. So when Jane pierced my heart with that frequency, that whoop that she gave out, I was sitting there just appreciating, and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying to myself silently. Happy Thanksgiving, Michael. And as I was having them like wave in front of me so I could have my own energy, my own space. And I was just touching all the plants and thank you for the experience I was having. Thank you with just everything. I was just so much gratitude and appreciation. And she gave out that whoop, pierced my heart. I was just like, boom. So yeah, absolutely. There's your answer for that one. 444%, Vernon. So Sasquatch confessions, out of all experiences of people seeing them eat it's always been vegetation, right? Look at all the mushrooms. I get it, squirrels play with that and stuff like that, but I believe now that they're taking the mushrooms and they're placing them on the trees. If not, if it's the squirrels, if it's Sasquatch, you can tell if it's Sasquatch just by the version of how they're using and placing that mushroom. They're teaching us that they're edible. And I'm just like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Bravo for doing down the right pathway. I'm not sure who you... Okay, Sasquatch has guided me to an area to help me understand my journey and path. They do that often. They do. Remember, if you like the content, please like so we can reach more people, guys, right? Helping awaken humanity. Don't forget to click that like button. Or are they omnivores? Yeah, see, I'm feeling more into that one. If I know what an omnivore is, I believe I do. Kind of the way I would eat. Anyways, don't forget to say happy birthday to Julie because it is her birthday. Fireworks, fireworks. Happy birthday, Julie. Always nice to see you here. Omnivores is us, Ash. Well, okay, so like eat everything. Well, I'm a carnivore. What are you talking about? I don't eat meat and veg. Okay. Meat and veg. Well, yeah, and mushrooms, right? Like medicinal mushrooms. Yeah. Sure. Let's go. I don't know. Thank you, 1515. Thank you all. Thank you. But embrace the journey. That video of those pecans or whichever, I was gonna take a version. And I'm going to make the trail mix. I just haven't had an opportunity. The weather went completely sideways, and we got like that much snow, and spent like all days shoveling. But yes, I will be making that trail mix, nature infused trail mix on what I would do. And those pecan brownie look so good. I thought I'm gonna do a version of those as well. Bears are omnivores too. Yeah, and they eat a lot of berries more so than, and grub. See, they eat grubs in the logs, right? That's why I always see them turned up. I wouldn't eat it. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm frozen because someone decided to call me. Great. So anyone have any suggestions on that, on how to unfreeze? You let me know. La Di Da Farm, good evening. Hiya, Squatch people. I like that last wonderful treat you showed us. So did the grandkids. Wonderful. They liked it. Yeah, my kids, all kids. It was one of the favorites. People always wanted that when I had my wellness bar. It was an elixir bar. It was just all good stuff. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, Nan. Which one is Nan? La Di Da Farms? Thanks, Vernon Full, from my Omnivores Thanksgiving dinner. Hi, JT. Squatch people. Welcome, Squatch people. La Di Da Farms. I guess you guys can't see my face because we turn it around. Oh, that doesn't work. Nan here. Oh, what's up, Squatch people? Welcome, Nan. Hi, Ziki. Welcome, welcome. Oh, La Di Da is clay. See, I thought it would be vice versa. I like your guys's. Probably lose alive. I tried to turn my camera. It won't turn it for some reason. It just shows me backwards. I don't know. Just like Sabe, we don't need to see Ash, just hear her voice. Clever we are. You are clever. Thanks, Julie. Clever, clever. Ash is now a mystery woman. I've gone into the dark, you guys. No, just kidding.
What?
Mm, I got a phone call and now I'm frozen, but everyone can hear me, but I'm frozen. Don't like it. Do any of you notice how much... Pardon me?
Swipe out of the thing, it'll probably still stay live.
How do I swipe out?
The thing.
What thing?
The wow. Swipe.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Oh, thank you, daughter. Amazing. Do any of you notice how much lighter vibrational things feel lately, despite all the wars? Oh, exactly, despite all that. I do, as soon as it happened, I felt the shift. We just got to stay in our frequencies, remember the unconditional love, and shine our lights, authenticity. She is back. Whoop, I'm back. Hello, Ash from Quebec. Hello, Sylvian. Black Midnight, welcome. Do you think Sasquatch really eats people? No, I don't really think they eat people. I would like to know what you think about that. I don't think they eat people at all. There could be, you know, light, dark, just like in everything, masculine, feminine, yin and yang. There might be the odd rogue Sasquatch that might do something not so good, but they don't eat people. Absolutely not. No, check in and go, do you guys eat people? Nope, 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 nope. Thank you, son. No, daughter. Your daughter saved the day. Yes, she did. Zach, I have been feeling something, Vernon, for sure. I can put a finger on it at the moment. No, it's all good though, right? It's all like positive. I mean, unlikely. And God bless our future. Absolutely, and God bless our future. Hi from Texas. Hello, Texas has been showing up a lot lately. And I get my... Okay. Yes, unlikely. My bad, thanks, kiddo. Yes. No, you're not bad, but... Smarty pants. The younger generation seems to know. That's why I like having, you know, Sasquatch Confessions, you know, helping, and it's like TikTok. Is it Bigfoot Society, Sasquatch Confessions over on TikTok? He was here a second ago, you know, helping me try to grow on TikTok so I can do lives with a face. So I appreciate... One thing about the Bigfoot community is there's so much support. Okay. Urge, slam the brakes on Sasquatch Confessions. I hear you laughing. Urge, right? From the true, authentic, empathic, light beings that you all are, the support that comes through you guys is just overwhelming, and so much appreciation. Like, yes, Bigfoot Society. Yeah, he's amazing. He's always trying to get my content. Like, he's always reposting on TikTok so I can get up there. Same with Sasquatch Confessions. Like, so much gratitude and appreciation. And all of you guys that show up here, or gals and guys. No, there's only, what do I say? Hello, masculine and feminine. Is the weather too bad to be outside in Canada? Yeah, it's minus, well, okay, so you're in Fahrenheit. I don't even know how to describe that. It's minus 20 degrees in Canada. So that's like really cold. Too cold to do a live outside, and it's dark out. I would have done the live earlier. If I do a live outside, I have to do it around the 5:30. 6 might be too dark. But anyways, it's gonna start going in the opposite. Like, I feel everyone's like, oh, winter's coming. It's like, no, the next 3 months that are gonna go by just like that. And then we're gonna start climbing out. Like, I don't feel this energy that people are talking about, like the negativity or this doom and gloom. It's like, nope, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Yeah. Quality over quantity. Is the weather too bad to be? Yes. Okay. La-di-da Farm. I just love that name. I know they run fast and scream, roar very loud. Experience both. Absolutely. They run so fast. They sound like a freight train going through the bush, and they do roar. And I find it very interesting, the people that hear them as a roar. So when I was with Leslie in July, I guess it would have been in 2023, I thought they were a squealing deer. And she's like, no, they're roaring. I'm like, no, then why are they squealing like a deer? They sound like a dead deer. So that's how it was when I was experiencing. I've heard them whoop like the Sierras, but they were also running through the bush and it sounded like a freight train going through the bush. It was unbelievable. Scream, roar, let's be clear. It was both. Yeah. I like it. The scream, roar. Yeah, that makes sense. Summer will be here in no time. Absolutely. We'll see in Alberta. It's a little different. Yeah. It will be here in no time. I mean, again, we have the nice weather coming here next week. Really wanting to head to the ocean. I've been looking at ARNBs. Is that what we call them? Yeah. And going out to the ocean for sure would be nice. STX 911. Hello from Texas. Hello, Texas. Hello from Alberta. Yeah. Anyways. We are in the age of Aquarius again. Yes, we are. So we good for many years, right? Turn up the frequency. It's not about feelings anymore. It's about frequency. Everything is energy. That's cool that you guys know that stuff. You and Nan seem to like yeah, really know where it's at. Just like amazing people, all of you. From about 20 yards. Wow, yeah, see, I get it. That was me too. I yelled at it thinking it was a person. I think Leslie yelled at it eventually because it wouldn't stop. It kept running up and down, up and down, up and down. And she yelled at it. Oh, it got mad because it wanted me. We were at the fire and it was standing behind Leslie and you could see the big figure and I'm like, oh. And they were working me up to seeing them like really like face to face. And I remember just seeing it and Leslie knew I saw the Sasquatch behind her and I'm like, okay. And I heard it go, okay, so do you want me to step forward? And all of a sudden I went cold as ice. And I was like, mm-mm. And it backed up and went behind the tree, disappeared down below, like it was, these are only like yards, and it started running up and down the pathway. She says roaring. I'll call it a scream roar. I thought it was a squealing deer. But yeah, it was mad because, well, okay, it wasn't mad. It wanted to present itself because I've been asking. And then I chickened out. So then I was calling myself Nature Infused Chicken. And we were laughing because we had ourselves video, like audio recorded. It's hilarious to listen to. Freaking hilarious. You look very nice today, Miss Ash. Thank you, Dogman Confessions. So happy to be here for an entire show. Yeah, so happy to have you here, the Vernon 52. Definitely have missed your energy here. So definitely grateful for Thanksgiving being today and you being here. I feel this group is on the verge of an amazing breakthrough thanks to what Ash is doing. Focus on Jane will help it happen. Absolutely. Namaste to that. Kirsty, I live on the coast, love the water, Ash, always happy on the water, right? And then it's a nice cleanse because you get the salt water through the aura and all of that. Ash's light is brightened. Thank you, Julie. I'm trying to, work through those. Light and dark, light and dark. Nan and Clay are amazing. Yes. Kirsty Waters, a spiritual conduit. Right. It is a spiritual conduit. You've probably heard me talk about it, but when I had, what's her name? Andrea from Northern BC out, we were in the water and we did it nude, I know, but I couldn't believe it. It was a different level I've never experienced before because I'm uncomfortable. I don't like doing that kind of stuff. And it was transformational, unbelievable. It was like I lost like a snake skin. Like that's what it felt like. It was very, very cleansing on so many levels. And that is why I'm being called to the ocean. I think it's just another cleansing, spiritually and physically as well. Crept out. Hello. What's new? So much is new. What's new? It snowed a couple feet. It's -20 up here. What else is new? Some birthdays coming up. That'll be new. What's new? Gonna go to the ocean. I would love to be able to go into the I call it the Mr. Grinch forest. That might not be the right energy around it, but that forest is green. You guys have Sasquatch Confessions and Dogman. Woof woof, peas on trees. It's a dog who pees on trees. Literally, right? You flea king. The Vernon 52, yes, she's shining bright tonight. Julie, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. It's because we're all connecting. That is why. Such a great collective of energy we have here in this group of people in the community. Again, so much appreciate. I can feel you guys and the energy. It's just so much gratitude and appreciation. Holy Spirit, yes. As we encroach on their territories, do we feel they get angry or annoyed? We push them out with our greed. Yeah, I believe it depends on which people. I'm like the people that log, that's all for greed, for the money, right? That's greed for sure. People that do a lot of the things to nature and damaging it, that isn't respect. So I can see how they can get, maybe it's more annoyed, and that's why they're trying to like do the breaks and do this. But I have seen that their ability to keep logging out of certain areas by doing stuff with trees, and I don't know if it's an energetic barrier that they're like putting this boundary, like people just don't cross this certain boundary to take out the trees. So they are annoyed, and they do have the ability to influence humans from not encroaching on so much. Nature infused chicken sounds like a delicious recipe. Well, maybe that's the one I'll have to, I'm gonna write that one down, right? And I'll be like, that's based on my all-girl expedition, nature infused chicken. Funny. Good. I like it. Very freeing, literally. It is very freeing. Salt water is the best antibiotic. Yes, and drinking the salt water. Yep. I like to put Celtic sea salt under my tongue to bring my electrical body back online. It's really good too. I'm not sure Texas has any Bigfoots. It's not, I've heard otherwise actually. My expeditioner I took out in July, Leslie is from Bigfoot. She'll take me out to her location. And there's a couple of other people that I have been in contact with that also have Bigfoot, and they're from Texas. So I'm not sure where in Texas they'd be finding them, seeing them. I'm not sure. Sasquatch Confessions, come to the ocean, come to the Grinch forest. I am, but are you going to be able to handle that? I'd eat that chicken dinner. Yeah, me too. Nature infused chicken dumpling. Great ideas, you guys. Look at that. The collective is working. See, we can plug into this collective, just like we were talking about dismantling from being a part of other collectives. We can be a part of this collective. You can always tap in. And like Vernon 52 says, tap into Jane. That's our collective, you guys. That's our energy. Tapping into Jane's frequencies. Jane the Sasquatch. Anoon is another word. Nature infused dumplings. Sorry, I'm writing this stuff down so I can remember them. Check out Danny Jones' interview with the title, The Blue Light Agenda. Oh, yeah, okay. Talks about how we get our mitochondrial electron and generate food grounding and sunshine. Oh, sure, I screenshotted that, so I will. I thought you were talking about the Blue BEAM. I'm like, whoa, no. See, that's a lot of things that are coming up. So there's so much stuff that's going to just be, it's going to be all over. That's why you need to know how to discern the information. That's why going in and doing the inner work will help you be successful with that. America. I like America. It costs $3,500 a week to step into the Grinch. American. Oh no. That's hilarious. Yes, Vernon, so important to bring awareness to it. I don't have $3,500. Well, okay, choose not to invest that amount of money into that. I'll just have to go find the forest. Yes, I can handle it. Do you consider Bigfoot to be a type of primate? No. No. No, I keep hearing nope. Don't even go down that road. I think it's some people need to have that. Maybe they can resemble somewhat of a primate, but I guess like we are somewhat primal too, right? So Sasquatch is more going to be on our end, not on a primate. They're going to be more human-like. Way over here, there's hairier and bigger and all of that. Per week, I give you a good deal, $34.99. Oh, yes and no, right? That's right. That's just it's a yes and no. It's a complicated one. Yes and no. Because when I was at the zoo and I was looking at the gorillas, their energy is completely different than a gorilla as well. You know, I've had interactions with both, and they have long arms, but also Sasquatch have long legs, not primate. Yeah. Okay, where am I going? Love Dogman Confessions. I know. I love him. He wants to give me a deal for $34.99 to go out on expedition. Sweet. Vernon 52. Jane is all about the all one consciousness that flows through everything. Yes. You get in free, Ash. Yes. Woohoo. Kirsty. Is it just me? Is your sound breaking up? I'm not sure. It sounds breaking up for me also. Well, there we go. I don't know, you guys. Who else am I breaking up? I believe we are all related. Yeah, me too. They ain't animals. Nope, that's for sure. 24 and 24. Look at go, go, go. Remember to share if you care. And like. Just kidding. Sounds good for me. I hear you. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I think Zach's just agreeing with Kirsty. Just kidding. Anyways, we're going above the frequency. La Di Da Farm. It was cutting out here too, but I jumped out and back and it's all well. All is well. Awesome. Good. Glad you guys can hear me because I don't want to be breaking up. We need to be loud and clear. Anyways, what would be your guys' favorite way to connect with something? Okay, what's your favorite tea? La Di Da Farm and Squatch people. What is your favorite medicinal mushroom tea or herbal tea? I like your guys' frequency and I'm curious. What do you think we'd have to drink as a herbal tea to connect to Sasquatch even stronger? That's for La Di Da Farms and Squatch people. 24 people, 11 likes. Come on now, Squatch. Yeah, I see 21 people. Oh, it just popped down to 18 and 25 likes. I see 36 likes. I like Raw Bob. I see 25 likes. Shows 26 likes on my end. Awesome. Well, hey, cool, cool. Maybe it's like the same thing as TikTok. Dandelion root tea. Right now, I'm big on clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, dandelion root, take mush complex. Awesome. Yeah, I was doing a lot of ginger and clove. Ginger and clove. $34.99 likes. Yes, please. I will take that. Sounds amazing. Yeah, it does. You can put it in the slow cooker. and it'll help bring a nice aroma to the environment, right? We wormwood daily, do you? Yeah, yep. Tea though, like I do like a wormwood tea. Yep, yep. Ziki. I also do fulvic and humic. Fulvic and humic. Yeah, but I can't remember what it is. How intelligent do you think Bigfoot is? I think they are very intelligent. Okay. They just know how to work their abilities. They just haven't been disconnected. They have wisdom that we're coming back online to. Thank you for all being here tonight. Remember, Jane is aware of Ash's lives, so invite her into our heart during her lives. She is shy but available. Me and Lee and just laughing over here, just laughing over there. Yeah, I can bet you guys are. I can feel that. Nice. Also, turmeric and ginger tea. I put turmeric in my coffee. And what else? Oh, the medicinal mushrooms in my coffee as well. Cinnamon, too. Yep. I like my lemon tea. Thank you all for being here. So appreciate it. Willie, do it, and Betty, don't. This intrigues me so much and makes me think we could be so much more connected if we shared this information with our children. Absolutely. Share it with so I share it with my children. And my youngest I've raised completely different, and to see how connected to spirit he is, still going on 9 years old here in a couple days, still so connected. But that's because I did so much inner work. It was like unlearning all the program that we were programmed with, and then relearning the natural way, the biology of humans. It's really just, some people say getting back to your wild self, and it's actually going back to the biology of being human. Cinnamon is amazing. Share grounding with children first. Absolutely. Yep. They ground every night too, because they have grounding sheets. Well, my youngest one. And hugging trees and all of that too, right? So hug those trees and allow them to communicate and be that version, because they're going to really watch you. They're going to watch you. It's not always what you're saying. They're watching. And when they see you hug a tree, or when they see you grounding, when they see you making YouTube videos, I want to make YouTube videos, it's that as well. And then even sound bowls, like my son wanted a drum, so he got a drum. He's a sound bowl. He wanted a sound bowl. He got a sound bowl because he's watching people in his life. Okay, like he learned a lot from Zach when he met Zach, and he'll always be like, I'll be like, who's the number one person that you would like to go out with? And I mean, to the wilderness. Zach taught me this. Zach taught me that. Zach is good. Kids tell the truth, you guys. They just tell the truth. You want to know the truth, you ask those kids, as long as they haven't been brainwashed. And I can hear the souls of children, like some that, and I feel so bad because I can't do anything. Kids have always been attracted to me. And when I can hear their souls go, help me, I'm like, dude, I can't do anything, because it's the parents, up to the parent. And all I can do is help influence that parent, but so many people aren't open to it. Turkey tail is good in the beginning. Yes. Sasquatch confessions. Sasquatch are with me all the time. Yeah. Well, you don't have to be perfect. Who said you have to be perfect? Okay, stop it. No one has to be perfect. No one is perfect unless you're a Barbie doll or Ken. I'm just kidding. You guys, I'm so sick of this plastic world and perfection, and no. There's no such thing as perfect. We're not AI. We're not, any of that. And kids need to learn too. Life is not perfect. We learn from our lessons, and then again, when someone's like, I'm normal, it's like, what's normal? Please clarify what normal is, because I am definitely not normal. I don't want to be normal. Don't label me. Bailey is perfect. Well, yeah, she's innocent. And I can't argue that. When I feel that to be true because they're innocent and they're still in their innocence. Like your daughter is at such a profound age of being such a light. You can feel it when you see her on video, or even when, you know, your brother talks about it. It's just like, wow. I remember kids that age are so, there's so much light. There's so much light. They haven't been tarnished, or they're still pure. And all I can say is keep them as pure. The most valuable time for them is like 0 to 7 years old. And give them the best. Connect them in all different ways so they can keep shining their lights. And when they tell you something, don't go, oh, nope, you didn't see that, or nope, you didn't hear that. Ask them questions, because how do we know as an adult that they didn't really just see something, right? Come on, you're talking about cryptids. Like, kids are that in tune, right? I hugged what I called the general on the way to Mount Misery last weekend. It's about a 600-year-old sycamore that is in perfect health and structure. Held my hands on it and the goosebumps. Amazing. Wow. I could just try wrapping your arms around that. I could just imagine. We never stop growing. Absolutely not. It is amazing, Vernon. Absolutely. Everything is wow. Yeah, everything is wow. Keep that wow. Keep that innocence. What can you learn from your daughter? That's the innocence. Even Sasquatch. I see you guys out there when you're in the bush anyways, the innocence that you guys display. But the more innocence we can have, which is connecting us to our true authentic self and our light, you're going to have a better connection as well with Sasquatch. Black Midnight, when you seen your first Sasquatch and realized you're not alone, how did you feel? Well, there was other people out there, so I knew I wasn't alone. I think it was more like, am I really seeing this? Like, clean your eyeballs out. Am I really seeing this? I think it was just more of a connection, maybe. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling when I think back on that. When I first saw, it's more like, did I really see? Because then the cognitive dissonance comes in afterwards. It's like, oh, you know, you start to push it off. But the more, like, I've seen them 6 times, so every time it's gotten easier, more validating, I guess, just that they're there. And they always say, well, you're not here for the physical form, actually. It's like, okay, fine. It could be a baby, and I don't like that all the time. Sometimes it's upsetting. But just to see a massive thing like that, it's like, wow, something like that is in the bush. There was no fear because of the people I was with. But now when I go by myself and they're wanting to present, that was more like, okay, you're massive. You can back up and go away now. And I was cold, like my body was cold. So yeah. Yeah, I bet you it was 9 feet across. Yeah. You need like a whole group of people, right? Sasquatch are drawn to children because of their innocence. Yeah, and then, you know, they don't always want to interact on a level. Yeah. Anyways, because they don't want to scare them. But if they're in tune, like I remember, flashback, many years ago now, knowing that it was Sasquatch watching me and not a cougar. Like, what? Are you kidding me? They've been here my whole life? Okay. Didn't find out until 2021 that they were even real. When they came to me as a child, it was a bond, family, love. Yeah. Ziki, do you think Bigfoot are from a different branch of ancestors, like the cavemen? Like a wild man, like a forest person? No. I mean, I believe like they're some kind of ancestors. Yes, they're ancestors. I think maybe at previous lifetimes we have been associated and been a Sasquatch. But yeah, so I can see how they could be ancestors that way. Cavemen's, no, I don't think so. I think they're just more intelligent or more the forest people. And again, this is where we're trying to figure it all out as humans. And that's why, are they fallen angels? Did they fall, or are they Nephilim? You know, I don't believe so. There are good and bad, but I don't think they're really associated with cavemen. I think they're just their own being themselves. La di da da farm. I was mostly cured of what they call young man's disease in my introduction to the big hairy one. Wasn't loving at all. No. Our paths are similar. Squatch people. Many encounters when I was young. Yeah. More so when you were young compared to now. Like, do you and you two have interactions? I guess. What kind of question am I trying to ask here? I don't know. Like, do you guys still encounter them on, I wouldn't say a daily basis because we're not out daily, but maybe you do because they are energy and that can happen too, right? All positive in adults' experiences as well for me. Yeah. Any advice for someone that saw Sasquatch and suffers anxiety from it? Crept out. Strange. Swear someone. So, yes. It'd be really questioning. I mean, you would want to, like, if you know the person, like if it's yourself, it's going to be different. But if I would guide you to ask them to, you know, maybe close their eyes, feel where that feeling is in their body. So really have them feel it and then walk them through kind of like a questioning. I would Byron Katie them if you've ever heard that. Question the mind. So then all of a sudden the mind is like, oh, that is a lie. And then it relieves the anxiety in the body and it can release. And you're like, holy cow, it's gone. So I'd question, you know, because they're holding on to a programming that's causing them fear, anxiety because of what happened. And you'd want to get to the root of that. Where does that root sit in the body and what to get rid of it? And then Bach flower rescue remedy would be good too. Just throwing that out there. Dog man confessions. They are the originals. Yes. They, the big brother, we, the sad little. No, we're not sad. Nope. I don't agree with that. No. I don't agree. But I could say, yes, we're like, they're the elders. Because again, when I was out with Leslie, this is why I want to go out with her again next summer. She says many more, and I just have to get set up in a way that I can bring people out and not have them. I have a trailer, but I need to, do things. But they said, and we were brother, sister. Right? Elder is what they refer to them as. And then us as the brother, sister. Protector of mother, yes, exactly. And like the wilderness, the forest, the animals, yep. That's just smart. Yeah, we'd have such a great time in the wilderness. $34.99. I don't know about that. We still have lots of interactions, but asked to leave farm alone after they drank my goat milk. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. And did they listen? Were they nice enough to go, okay. Nan and Clay have some amazing experiences. That's awesome. Good for you guys. I can see why. Absolutely. Embrace the journey. What do they call themselves? Elders. Like, when they were talking to us, we were using a device, and they said, yeah, they were elders. and I have it on my phone, but I can't pull it up or else I will lose you guys. Maybe I'll do a video on that and maybe I'll get Leslie on here too. We can talk about that experience because it was profound. Profound. I never literally thought something like that could talk, but yeah, it was crazy. I understand what Sasquatch really did. Willie do it and Betty don't. Are the energies distinguishable, or do they have to tell you who you are connecting with? No. So if I'm understanding that question correctly, like the Vernon 52 said, Jane, as in the consciousness. Okay, so she's a Sasquatch. Everything is energy, right? So if you can tap in, I know her energy because I've been physically in, this is quantum entanglement. I don't channel. It's more like, I won't channel a being. But you can ask them questions and they'll respond. It's different. And it's because you're tapping into the consciousness of the Sasquatch. If I were to ask, the only time I ever got a name of a Sasquatch was when I saw the physical Sasquatch standing there and they said, I am this person. And I was like, oh my goodness, not this person. Sorry, they weren't a person, but it was a Sasquatch, right? And it was just, yep, okay. And again, because this Sasquatch was showing us that we were purifying the land and that we were bringing the light to the land, and that because when we take a picture of them, you guys, it attaches a consciousness, and when humanity can be dark and it can make a Sasquatch dark. And absolutely yes, and I've seen this, I've had this experience, it happened. This is where the discovery of last year, a lot of things haven't been talked about in certain events that have happened and transpired over the years, but a certain Sasquatch turned dark due to the fact of its photograph becoming the essence of it. It was tarnished, and the Sasquatch were mad about that. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing and listening and learning, and I was just like blown away listening and watching them teach this other person lessons. And when we were bringing the light to the land and they showed, yeah, you're here to purify in the light, and that Sasquatch that came up and said, this is me. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're bringing the light to the land, you're bringing the light back. So much gratitude. And I was, to this day, after, because sometimes you have to sit with this stuff, you guys, to integrate what's really happened and how am I going to share it with you and all of this. And it was just profound. And I was just like, wow. So that Sasquatch that showed himself, he is, who he said he was. And I was so happy that we brought the light, that I listened to the messages, because you guys, it's subtle messages. And it's really challenging sometimes for myself, maybe not for all of you, to follow the energy and to trust, know, and believe that you are receiving that information. So it's been powerful. Yep. Sitting back and really going inwards as, winter's here and stuff. So, La-di-da farm. After I was put in my place, I believe I experienced mind talk. Yeah, cool. Yes. Squatch people, we would take you to Sierras if you are down this way. Absolutely. I would make trips just to come and experience that for sure. I'm not sure where Sierras is located, but I would, yeah, definitely be down for that. That would be an incredible experience. Zeke, I think Texas Bigfoot is called the swamp monster. No, isn't that Florida? I thought it was Florida. I haven't heard the Texas Bigfoot called swamp monster other than, no, is it Florida? A swamp ape or whatever is Florida, is what I heard. Texas Bigfoot. The people I've interacted with in Texas refer to them as Bigfoot. So I'm not sure. What size of sabe do you think you could handle touching hands with? any size. Crept out. Okay, thanks. I'll try they definitely feel like they were chosen to see it. Absolutely, they were. So, yes, it does make sense because for Sasquatch to present themselves, that person had an energy, that person had an open heart. So if we can work through the fear, what happened, and just, gain that information and work through it, you'll be able to get to the other side for sure. La-Di-Da Farm was told they were not going to harm me and it was okay. I was the most scared I had ever been at that point in my life. Yeah, I bet. And interesting that you got the mind speak for that. It kind of helps that experience integrate better compared to, someone being stuck in fear. But again, we can work through that fear for sure. Sasquatch people. Oh yeah, we chatted mind chat and said taking frisée meat and milk was too much. Right? They do listen if we kindly, Frozen, kindly speak to them. You are amazing. Thank you, Black Midnight. Thanks for sharing your experiences. You are welcome. Always ask. I have so many experiences, you guys, and it's sometimes very challenging to remember. I have been kind of listing them down so I can remember because they're so far and few between. Like when I was like, well, how many Sasquatch? And I really sat down and went, wow, I've seen them 6 times. Yeah. So, and continue. I asked to see some more. La-Di-Da Farm. I had one stream. Later, bro. Vernon 52. I know they don't like being called Bigfoot. At least I know Jane doesn't like that term, relating it to them. See, so then would they consider Sasquatch or Sabe? I know, and I was told, I know, because it was hard to go, okay, when I say Sasquatch, I feel a little, the energy isn't so, oh no, Sasquatch resonate, the energy is there. I know they don't, yeah, okay. I did read that, Sasquatch Confession. I wonder if you felt my Sasquatch energy, Sayara. I hear you say this all the time and now I can't say it. Sayara. Would it feel much different than Jane's? Probably not. Sasquatch with a person's name, we could say. Yes, feel free to scroll out. Sasquatch. People has, okay. La-Di-Da Farm. After the things I've ran into, I can't call anyone a liar because I wasn't there. Well, right? Exactly. And everyone, it's so hard. And all we can do is just show them and give them that listening ear and listen to their perspective and what happened. And yeah, because that's like when people, they ask me about Dogman or there's those other creatures. I don't know. And I go, I don't know. It's not what I know. I only know Sasquatch and nature. Okay, fairies and devas and that type of energy. That too, so. Yeah, trust yourself, trust your Sasquatch. Shitwater Cali. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why you said Sierra. So yeah, the Sasquatch, the first whoops I ever heard sounded like the Sierra sounds. So I don't know if that would be in the same location. Dogman Confessions. Take Sasquatch with you. Take Sasquatch Confessions with me. One more connected to Jane. Feeling is simply the marriage of thought and emotion in the heart. Yes. I feel that one. I have a place you should hear tree knocks and sounds up high in the Sierra Butts. Cool. That's so cool. That's knocks and all of that. They're mind blowing. That's amazing that you guys have so much great activity. See, it just shows you what type of people you are, right? Love and light, all of it, can tell. I'm from Florida. It's Swamp Ape. Yes. Thank you. Swamp Ape. What's that called? Yeah, okay. There you go. East Texas has swamps near Louisiana. Okay, there you go. I'm learning new stuff. Yeah. I'd love to go to the Sierras. Yes. Let's do it. Right? La-di-da farm. Let's do it. Come on, Canadians. Round up. Let's go. Head down. Need to get passport. I'm just hoping, you know, these so-called things with borders just don't exist any longer. I just don't like sitting in government places for hours on end trying to get that stuff done. It exhausts me. I feel literally the life sucked out of me when I have to go to places like that. Vernon 52, also connected to Jane. Be aware of what you are creating in and through the heart. Yeah, good gold up in that country. Sierras are amazing. Georgia says swamp ape and swamp fox, according to my cousin. I haven't heard of the swamp fox, but interesting. But see, my question would be like the fox. Is it like an actual fox as like a swamp fox, or is that like a version of a Sasquatch? If you speak to them, like sending a message, they will eventually connect to you. Yes, right? They will. Absolutely. Right. It's spending and then receiving, and it's being open to receive that message. Got to go, Ash. It's been a great chat. Lots of information tonight. Lots to think about. Thanks so much, T. Have a great night. Embrace the journey, T. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. All you Americans, happy Thanksgiving again. Thank you for being here as well. Gratitude for that with a pure intent and heart. Yes. Which is exactly where I was when they first had such a pure intent and a pure open heart. And then I had to go 3 years learning. Oh, love life. Being connected to good Sasquatch keeps all that stuff at bay. The bad things, even bad Sasquatch, connected and protected. Yes. We want to go up this summer, so that would be June or July. Cool. Okay, well, you let me know when you guys come up this way, and wherever you guys end up, I will make my way there. Clever like a fox. Ooh, I don't know. Thanks. You're welcome, Black Midnight. Foxes can be tricky. I knew someone who was a fox, and they liked to say that they were a fox. Like, well, I don't know about that. Tricky. But I'm running out of beverage, you guys. And it's 8:36. Oh, great live show, you guys, tonight. I just had some realizations with my last relationship. Wow, perfect. Night, an hour and a half, exactly. See, now I can't even talk anymore. Exactly, swamp fox. Would be cool to have a big Squatch gathering. It was interesting when you said slimed. Only one other person has ever said, you've been slimed. Like, what? And now, when you said that on the live this morning on Sasquatch Confessions, I was like, oh, that's funny. Funny. Let's clear that slime. And it takes, you know, when you've been slimed, it takes some work to get that slime off you. A lot of work. My goodness. To bring back that purification and that light and that love. Oh, goodness. Yeah. That was definitely. Gonna let you guys go. I need to go grab my water. It does been there. Yep. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Like, so much gratitude and appreciation. Nickelodeon. Yeah, no, that wasn't the slime though, but kind of the same perspective. It's kind of more like you fell into a slough that had like that green slime over it, is what I envision. One more. Jainism. Expand your vessel vibration. Oh no. Come back here. There we go. Bye, Ziki. Bye, through the heart focus. Yes. definitely being through the heart focus and expanding that vest. Yes, so much. You're on point tonight, Vernon 52 and Jane. All of you are. Gotta go. You're welcome. Have a great night, all of you. Woof woof. It was fun. So glad you guys came here. Love, light. Thank you so much, you guys. Until next Thursday, we'll catch you around. Have a great rest of your evening. Happy Thanksgiving. Take care, everyone.